have the hottest stuff in town. Big shots to fool me around. You can give me anything. You've got big sack of potatoes and what's a lot. No. Ran my distance at a sound. Stolen from a cuckoo's nest. Give me anything you've got. Ain't got no money in my bank account. And I'm so you have the hottest stuff in town. Big shots to fool me around. Give me anything you've got. Ain't got no money in my bank account. And I'm why don't you buy my thing? Why don't you buy my thing? Yeah. Why don't you buy my thing? Big cross diamond rings, oh yeah. So you have the hot stuff in town. Big shots to fool me around. Give me anything you've got. Ain't got no money in my bank account. And I'm
Hey guys, hi Sefa. Yeah, no challenges for the moment because I'm going to do some brief, yeah, I'm not sure how brief it's going to be, but some game analysis. I need, give me a second, I need to find, well, I can do it here, I guess. Let me open this and this, and sorry for the white screen, it's just a moment. Hey Jackie. So today these tournaments finished. They were played at in the same place at the same time. It's the Sub 8, Sub 10 and Sub 12 qualifiers for the World Chess Championship that is going to be played next November here in Santiago. And this is the qualifier for Spain. So I think it could be interesting to have a look at the games of those who won the tournament. I think only one, not sure, I'm not 100% sure, but I think only one boy and one girl qualify for each age So that means that Alex Villa Tornero was the winner and thus the one qualifying. And I guess the first girl is Maya Perez Sousa, and this is in under 12. No, sorry, this is under 8. This is under 8. So those two guys, Alex Villa and Maya Perez Sousa, will play the World Chess Championship next November, and they might have to play against Peshka. Anyway, no, they're not so good. I've briefly watched at some games, and I think the play was a little bit suspicious. But we can have a look at some of the games. Yeah, they have rating. This is under 10 now, and you see the rating here: 1500. The one who won the tournament, 1570. So yeah, in the sub 8, the guy who won, Alex Villa, 1300 only, but he won 9 out of 9, and I think he had some decent play. But we can have a look at the games. In sub 10, as I mentioned, Alejandro Cereijo and Nerea Cereijo, I guess they're brother and sister, they both qualified. And in under 12, Pedro Fernandez Lopez. By the way, this is from Galicia, as well as Alejandro and Nerea Cereijo. So Pedro Fernandez and Paula Suarez Gomez. I think I know these kids. So yeah, I downloaded the PGN with all the games, and I wanted to have a look at the games of the winners. Why not? At least until we get bored. Not a lot of tournaments in Turkey. Priced. Yeah, most of tournaments you have to pay a fee here also, but it's usually very anecdotal, like very, very, not a lot of money. Here, yeah, I guess for most of the tournaments I've played for, the fee was like 5 or 10 euro. That means like 2 to 4 beers. And yeah, it's not a lot. Okay, so where do I have the games? That's a very important question. I think I can import game. Can I import more than one game in Lead Chess at the same time? Probably not, right? Let me try though. 3 months a day, Jackie? Oh. Nice. Thank you very much for your support. You have some perks. I want to remind you. If Nightbot knows what I'm talking about. I never remember this command. I'm too bad with commands. I will get them. I will get it. I will get it. Yeah, I think that's the list of perks. I know you don't donate for the perks, but still, you can do this. $6, but the minimum month price is 15,000. Okay. Water, if you mean water, or if you mean a beer, in the supermarket you can get it very low cost, but the usual going out in a pub, they'll charge you around 1 point, I will say from starting in 1.60 up to, in some bars you can have, you know, more than €2 per beer, and I mean regular beer. Of course, then you have handmade beers, and you can pay even €6 or €7. Just coding is following. Thank you, buddy. I like your nickname. I like it. Okay, let me see if I get the PGN I'm looking for. Downloads, chess, no. We have, this was under, so it's this, sub 8, let's say, sub 8. Yeah, I'm under 12. Obviously. Okay, let's see if I can paste this PGN here, and let's see, import game. It will crash probably. Yeah, invalid PGN. So I need to go game by game. Okay, that means that will take me a little while, or I can just read the PGN. And yeah, but it's annoying because it has the clock times and not so easy to follow. I think what I'm going to do is open this in my local ChessX program and follow the games from there. And here on Lichess I will just go to the analysis board. Yeah, let's see if this works for me. Downloads, PGN sub 8. Okay, here I can see the moves, and yeah, I like it more. So let me go to full board. Okay, so the winner in sub 8 was, if I remember correctly, something like Alex Villa Tornero. And let's have a look at his games. Let's see if I can sort them by round. Give me a second. Well, I can sort them by date. It was 1 round, 2 rounds per day. Danny, darn. Round. Okay, I have them sorted by round. Still, how can I filter? Give me a second, guys. 1 second, 1 second. Where is the round? Here is the round. I'm going to put the round as the first column, not to confuse me. Okay, so here we are. Our hero is playing with the white pieces, you know, the winner of the tournament. He's playing against Adriel Martin Kuznetsov, which is not a very Spanish name. And he played knight f3. Wow. Not. Not the typical for an under 8 year old boy. One knight f3, and after e6 he played b3. Okay, so far so normal. Knight c6, bishop b2, knight f6, pretty normal stuff, and e3. So this is not the way you expect an 8-year-old boy to play. Okay. And now black played bishop c5, which is already giving some tempi to white, and white took the chance to do it. d4, bishop went back to e7. And now a strange move, a3. Well, it seems strange to me. I would keep the... I guess he wants to put the bishop on d3, and he's worried about some knight b4 ideas. So a3, castles, bishop d3, and yeah, because black lost some tempi with bishop b4, bishop c5, bishop back to e7. I guess white is in time to spend one tempo with that. This was your opening, Sefa? Okay, so bishop d3, and now a very strange move by black, bishop to d6. That's not that's not how you are supposed to develop your army, right? Anyway, after bishop d6, white said, okay, let's see if I can trap your pieces there. c4, b6, e4 now with a clear threat. So black said, okay, let's go back to e7. e5 anyway, and I went back to e8. And now it's already, yeah. Black lost too many tempi with to get to this position. Anyway, our hero, Alex, let's remember his name, Alex, after 98 played knight bd2. Okay, if I want to play a developing move here, I think I would choose castling, but okay, knight bd2, not bad. Bishop b7 and queen c2, tickling that pawn, g6, and now we see white's point when he didn't castle, because he went h4 now. Okay, I like how white played this game. Of course, I hate how black played, but we can already see strong player in the white side, at least very decent. He's theoretically 1300 player, that's his rating, but I guess especially doing 9 out of 9 in this tournament, he's probably better than what his rating is saying. Anyway, after h4, his opponent his opponent is not scared at all. And he plays d6. But okay, I mean h5 was probably very risky here. Although with the knight still able to go here, I guess bishop takes g6 is still not a problem. But maybe g4 is. Anyway, his opponent reacts in the center, which is not a terrible idea after all. And h5. And now very strange move again. I guess here black already has to start doing some strange moves to save the position, and bishop g5 was played. Not sure what the idea is. If disaster is coming, and it seems it's coming, I would probably prefer to sacrifice the h7 pawn and try to keep the position blocked like this. Something like this, although yeah, even this is really not good. Maybe you have to give up another pawn. Yeah. Anyway, bishop g5 was played, and the game followed. Yeah, now white decided to open up everything, and h takes g followed, f takes, e takes d6, c takes, and finally bishop takes g6. Very timely played. H takes g6, queen takes, knight g7 I expect, yes. And knight takes g5, yeah. And good moment to resign, but black didn't resign, black allowed the checkmate. And that was the first game by Alex. Good game after all. I mean, black didn't play very well, especially all through the game. But white showed good, even knight bd2. I mean, he tried to use all the pieces for the attack. That knight bd2, I mean, it was, well, it wasn't used in the end, the knight, but it was ready to come if necessary. Okay, not a really bad technique by this young boy. No, not bad, not bad. Let's see his second game. Second game, here it is, with the black pieces, of course, against Roy Pugarama. And he replied to e4 with e5, and after knight f3 we see again something that is not very normal, or at least I don't see it a lot in young kids. A Petrov, knight to f6, Russian defense or Petrov defense. You usually see this knight f6, of course. Okay, so knight f6, knight took on e5, and now I'm not very familiar with the Petrov, I don't play it. I think d6 is normal. He played with knight c6, so after knight takes c6, d takes c6, knight c3 defending the pawn, bishop c5, stopping the d4 idea, and getting nice activity already. Okay, I like it. Okay. His opponent played a very, I don't know, crafty move. It reminds me of Kasparov versus Karpov in that crucial game. When white said, okay, so you stopped me to play d4, okay, then let's play d4. So okay, here white decided to sacrifice this pawn, and Alex decided to take with the bishop, which is interesting because he says, okay, even though I'm winning a pawn, actually it's winning the pawn back, right? Oh, okay, I was confused by the Petrov opening. Yeah, because we didn't get our pawn back with the usual d6, queen e7. I got a little bit confused. Here we're still a pawn down. So white decided to give it back immediately. And it's interesting. What happens if white does normal development here? Like bishop e2? I mean, I expect bishop d4, bishop c4 to be a bad move due to bishop f2 and queen d4, but let's say bishop e2. What's going on here? I guess it's dangerous, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure how dangerous it is. We're threatening to castle. Threatening to castle. We're trying to castle. What does black do here? I don't think bishop f2 or queen d4 are... queen d4 and we just win the pawn back, is that it? Just that? Queen d4, castle, and we take back? I don't know, this feels very dangerous for black also. But we cannot play rook e1, that's the point. And after takes rook e1 we have time to castle, probably. Okay, so maybe just equal, maybe we just regain our pawn with queen d4 and should be equal. Anyway, here his opponent decided to give the pawn back, and Alex, instead of recapturing with the queen and allowing simplification there. He took with the bishop, which I like. And now bishop c4 came. And now we see that yeah, Alex decided to take the pawn. Where is bishop takes f2 a move, Sefa? If he take d4 by bishop. Ah, you mean in this position, this is a threat. And you're right. You're right, this is a threat. I see a challenge from Supen Kaspar of Twitch. Okay, if you're watching the stream, I'm not accepting challenges now. And when I will accept challenge, they're going to be rated, not casual. So I'm going to reject your challenge now. Yeah, bishop takes f2 is a threat here. And there's a second threat, which happened in the game. Bishop takes c3, followed by winning the e4 pawn. So it's a double threat there. His opponent played bishop c4, allowing... Oh, by the way, no, the knight is defending d1, Sefa. Bishop takes f2 is not a threat. You confused me. You confused me. Bishop takes f2 is not a threat. So the only threat is bishop takes c3, followed by taking the pawn on e4. And his opponent allowed it. Yeah, I don't know, maybe... Yeah, but it's not easy to... Well, not easy to solve. Maybe just bishop d3. Maybe just bishop d3. Or queen e2. Anyway, we cannot, I think we cannot defend this and at the same time prevent having to take with the pawn. But anyway, because bishop c4 was played, now it was very easy for black to just trade queens and take the pawn. Actually, he traded queens, so I'm not sure if you can take the pawn here now. What's his point after rook e1? Okay, so we're going to see how the game followed, because this is tricky. I see he took here the pawn, and rook e1 followed. Oh, yeah, he calculated every of this. Black is saving the knight. That was cute. Because from a human point of view, the first impression is you cannot do this. Because you're pinned and the next move is f3. And you have to spend one tempo to defend this. But of course he defended with the bishop. And his point is, if you play f3 now, I'm gonna castle with check. That's cute. And then he has time to both move the knight and defend the f7 pawn. So it was very, very well foreseen. It was very well calculated by Alex. So bishop f5 followed, and his opponent probably saw that f3 castles with check, went for bishop d3, hitting the piece again. But anyway, castles, right? No, rook d8 he played. Whoa! This was not smooth, right? Rook d8? What? Yeah, I would expect long castle. I think here, just long castle and black cannot be bad, right? But rook d8, it seems suspicious. It allowed f3 and his opponent played f3. Yeah. And now the knight is lost. Oh. He has time to play c5, bishop g4 check and c4. Okay, let's see how the game went. F3, C5. He took here. He did the check. King D2 and C4. Nice. I mean, if he calculated all of this and Rook D8 was played on purpose and he thought this was even better than castling, then we're definitely watching a strong player here. I'm actually not sure if this is better than the other line. It seems very drawish the end, and actually I'm not sure if I like White's pawn mass in the center. So let's go back here and see, after castles, what could be the problem? F3, knight here. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think I like this better than the other line because this structure is worst. I think I prefer this for black, but Rook D8 was either a lucky blunder or a very courageous decision by Alex. C5, just in time, just in time. Check in D2 and C4. Okay, and the game continues with H3, Bishop E6. Okay, that's nothing special. Bishop B2, short castle now. Not in a rush to take. Rook A D1. So white is also not in a rush. Rook F8, and finally King C1, forcing to take. Takes, and he took this pawn here. Yeah, of course white made a concession here, or maybe it was just a mistake to bring the rook to the center and play King C1, because now there's no Rook A1 to regain the pawn A7, and black ends a pawn up, but it was not necessary for white to give up that pawn. Anyway, I really like these pawns in the center, but I like them more when the king was supporting them. Yeah, I'm not sure if all this maneuver by white was very clever. Rook E3 here was played, trying to probably set up something against G7. Rook E3, C5 was played. C4, opening the bishop. Good move, I guess. Maybe trapping this a little also. Maybe King C2 is a threat. So that's why Alex played Bishop E3. Bishop E3, D2, and now F6. Okay, double-edged move. Rook G3, King F7, and it's solid here now. Rook F2, threatening nothing. Maybe some crazy sacrifices, I don't know. Rook F2, Rook D6 was played. D4, D4, wow. So his opponent went crazy here. And wow. I'm missing something here. I mean, I see this threat. But I'm having trouble to understand the next move. Because the next move is rook takes e4. So, okay, I guess we're watching some under 8 chess here. I mean, what happens against... I mean, his opponent didn't take the bishop, and he did even a worse move. I guess I dare you to guess White's move in this position. And I can tell you, it's a move that allows checkmating one. And that's how the game ended. But I don't understand why White didn't take the bishop. Or what was the point after rook takes e4? I mean, if you take the bishop, there's nothing here for black. Maybe they were in time travel. No, it's impossible they were in time travel, because we're talking about a kids tournament and they had like 45 minutes for the game. So that means that in the end of the game, probably the clocks were like half an hour left for each. They're kids, they play bullet. Yeah, you're right, Waste Monsters. Well, you're almost right. I mean, you're right about DC. That was the move that allows mating one. But funny enough, Alex showed his deep understanding of chess, and he said, okay, rook d1 is mate, yes, but I'm going to use all of the pieces to do the mate. So he played rook e1 mate, and now the 3 pieces are cooperating for the mate. It was, yeah, that game might be a little bit suspicious. This game, yeah. d4, rook takes e4, crazy chess here, and d takes c5. Amazing. That was funny. Okay, let's try to find round 3 game. Let's see if he keeps playing knight f3. No, he varies. That's nice. So in the third game with the white pieces, Alex didn't play the same as in the first one, so deep preparation there. And he played against Gerard Jurka Zabo, who's also not very Spanish, very Spanish name. I didn't see any tactic after rook takes b3, honestly. Let me go back here. I didn't see any tactic here. I mean, I was trying to find some, but after the check you go up and I don't see anything, and b7 is hanging with check also. So I think he just didn't see his bishop was hanging after d4. I could look with the engine, but I didn't want to. Okay, the engine says b6 and white is for choice. Yeah, no, the engine agrees that this is bad for black. Even, I mean, it says plus 1.5 only because black has a lot of pawns. So black can still hope to hold this for a while. But yeah, you just lost a bishop. No, I think he simply overlooked that d4 was hanging the bishop, and he said, oh boy, rook takes e4. I can take this pawn and threaten a check on e1. But then, if I'm his opponent, why did I play d4 if not to take the bishop? Yeah, that was very strange. Very strange. Anyway, in the next game, he played d4 with the white pieces. His opponent played knight f6, and now he went for, wow, e3. Wow, this is deep. This is kind of opening I cannot do yet. I cannot play like this. I mean, I know this is playable. I've lost to strong people playing this against me, but anyway, let's see how the game continued. d6, bishop d3. So maybe he wanted to play a London system, but he forgot to play bishop f4 first. g6, knight f3, I'm just kidding. Bishop g7. b3. Aha. That's why he didn't put the bishop. That's why he played e3, because he wants to follow up with bishop b2. And actually, I'm realizing we're transposing to the setup in the first game, right? He started with knight f3, then he played b3, bishop b2, then he played e3. And finally, only when his opponent put the bishop on c5, he played d4, if we remember that first game. But basically the setup is the same. It's like a bullet opening. Yeah, something like that. So yeah, he's actually repeating the setup. So b3 was played, castle, bishop b2, knight bd7, knight bd2. In the first game he couldn't play knight bd2 fast because, yeah, he had to push c4, e4, e5, h4. He didn't have time to knight bd2, but in this game his opponent is playing a solid King's Indian structure and he cannot attack as fast. Knight bd2, rook e8, normal, and finally castle. And e5. So I like what black did in this game. I think black played a perfect King's Indian defense setup here and went for e5 the moment he could, because I think he can here, yeah. So after e5 he took, which is normal. And now bishop c4, which is interesting. Yeah, let me think here. Well, e4 is a threat that is obvious, because then even though we have bishop takes f6, he regains with the knight and we're losing a piece. So e4 is a threat, so we have to do something about it. Bishop c4, I'm not sure if I like it. I would probably go for e4, but yeah, on the other hand, I don't know. Okay, nothing's wrong with bishop c4. I'm just scared it's a little bit iffy there. I understand it has a point that the rook can defend the pawn and we might have some trick there. Not quite obvious to me. And for example, after knight b6, I think we have to go back just to e2 or something. So the game went on with bishop c4, knight b6, especially exactly. Knight b6 is a mistake. Yeah, now I realize because I see his answer. Yeah, knight takes a5. Yeah. Okay, so knight b6 was a nice positional looking move, but the problem is it hangs a pawn. Anyway, there might be some compensation for black. But not after what black did. Okay, so black went for the tactics here. I would consider to chop the bishop. There's a threat here on f7, right? But his opponent decided to go crazy and say, okay, I didn't blunder that pawn, I sacrificed it for a tactic here. And he went for a tactic. Bishop e5 and knight e5, and attack to f7. Not sure what you're saying. You say taking with the bishop first? I'm not sure if I follow you, Sefa. Anyway, in this position black went for knight g4, the craziest. And it's not a bad move, I think. It's you know, it's kind of saying, okay, you attack me on f7, but your knight is pinned on e5, so let's see what you got. And yeah, everything's hanging here, I cannot calculate. So for example, knight takes g4 allows bishop takes b2. Yes, knight takes f7, I know it's winning, and that was the game. Well, I know it's winning. Not sure if it's winning. Let's see how the game went on, because after knight takes f7 I was scared about queen h4, And the knight only has one check on h6. The rest of checks don't work because of knight takes c4. So let's have a look at how the game continued. Knight takes f7 was played. Let me see if I find the move. And exactly, queen h4 follows. And knight h6 followed, yeah. Check. And interestingly enough, black went to h8. And I say interestingly enough because that allows a repetition. What happens here? Is this too bad for black? I guess it is. I mean, we have a threat here, but I guess we're not in time. I would consider to try to play this as black. Yeah, but I guess, yeah, no, this is good for white. This has to be good for white. Ah, queen f3 also after rook e7. Or no, before bishop a3. Queen f3 when? here I guess. Because after bishop check, rook here, queen f3, king escapes to e8. But again, white always has knight takes g4, so white is never in trouble on h2. So yeah, that might be the reason why black played king to h8. And now Alex made something that, you know, he might be a 1300 player. I mean, his FIDE card might say he's 1300, but here, what he did here proves that he's a strong player. He's a master because he followed one of the golden rules of Ben Feingold in this position. And that rule is always repeat. So he went for knight f7 check, king g8, knight h6 check, and now, funny enough, his opponent didn't go to h8. But I guess if he goes to h8, he might try to, you know, take on g7 or take on g4. Both ideas could be interesting. But anyway, his opponent didn't go to h8, and he went here. No, he didn't play f3, hanging mate on h2. No, but he repeated. I like that. I like that. Now we are going to see what did he do against king f8. Let's have a look. Bishop a3 check as expected. Rook e7, yes. Queen f3 also. King e8. So we finally here. Knight takes g4, yes. Bishop takes g4. And did he take on b7? No, he played a very strong move here. Probably the best move in the position. Yeah, probably the best move. Well, I'm not sure because the rook on a1 is also hanging. So wow, this position is too crazy. How do these kids play? This is not about positional play. This is all about hanging pieces. So, for example, if queen takes b7, I might be scared of. I don't think moving the rook to save it is good. I would be scared of something like bishop e5, forcing g3 or f4. Yeah, maybe g3 to avoid bishop takes a1. Yeah, maybe it's not so scary after all. Anyway, he didn't take on b7. Actually, he didn't move the queen. He found a way not to move the queen here. Yeah, exactly, waste monsters. That's what he did. That reminds me a quote from one very good player from here, from Galicia, Jacobo Caselas. He's international master 2400, 24. Well, actually, I'm not sure. Maybe he's grandmaster also. Yeah, but he's a very strong player. A lot of years ago, analyzing some games with him, anytime tactics appear on the board, he was like going for the winning lines very fast, and I said, come on, how do you see those that fast? And he said, no, it's not that fast. It's actually the first thing to consider is always to take first. I mean, we're both hitting each other, but I'm the one taking first, so 99% of the time it's going to be better for me because I'm taking your material first. And yeah, it has a point. So yeah, bishop takes e7, and our tactics work for white, even though this rook is hanging also, so it might be just trading stuff. So I would expect bishop takes f3. Let me see how the game went. Bishop takes e7. No, he took on e7 with the king. Okay. Hitting still the queen and the rook. Okay, that also makes sense. But I guess bishop f3 was more forcing, right? Because now, sorry, what am I doing? This, and yeah, and white is a piece up. In the game, though, king takes e7 was played, and white is not a piece up, just an exchange up. And the rook is still hanging. Okay. So what was the move here? King takes e7, queen f7. Ugh. King d8, queen takes d7. No longer a piece. No longer the exchange threatened. Yeah, now this is totally winning for white, of course. But the game went on for a lot of moves from this point. King c8 was played. Not sure why. Queen f8, king d7. And this is funny, always repeat. Queen g7, king c8. Ah, no, queen f7, sorry. Queen f7 was played. King c8 and now king e8, queen e8 check, forcing queen d8, and the easiest, queen takes d8. King takes d8, and that's why the game continued for a lot of moves now, because still a lot of play, although, yeah, rook up. f3 was played, finally. Bishop f5, e4, knight takes c4. Wow, e takes f5, seeing that the knight is going to be lost on d2. Knight takes d2. Rook a, d1. King c8. Rook. This is funny. This is, you know, when you can afford moves like this, you know you're good. Rook fe1 instead of taking the knight. The point is, well, first of all, the knight cannot escape. But even if he escapes, rook e8 would be made. So rook fe1, I like it. And I especially like this kind of move. When your opponent doesn't resign, you know, okay, you don't want to resign. I will torture you. I will be creative. b6 was played, and now the simplest, rook e8 check, king b7, rook takes, king takes, rook takes, and you would think black resigned here, but I can tell you this is move 33. The game is 45 moves long. Okay, so g takes f5, king f2. Probably should stop seeing this game. Anyway, king e3, f4 check, king takes f4, king b7, come on, king e5, h6, c4, h5, h4 stopping it, a5, a4, king a6, king d5. Well, at least white is going for the checkmate. King a7, allowing king c6, okay. King a6, rook d8, king a7, and now king takes c7, and now it's amazing. I don't understand. I mean, you kept playing, you kept playing even though you are lost. You got all the way until you get here, and you have two legal moves. One that allows mating one, and other that allows, at least puts a trick on the board that your opponent might stalemate you. And he chooses to get checkmated. I don't get it. I don't get it. Okay. Ah, kids. So yeah, I would have done this, because if he takes here, this is a stalemate. It is, right? Yes, it is. Yeah, I don't know why Lichess is not showing the sign of a draw in this position, but this is a stalemate. Of course, he can do this, and this would be stalemate. But yeah, I don't know, just this, and at least the game would have continued for 3 or 4 more moves. Okay, round 4. Round 4, he played with the black pieces. And okay, he played against Ushio Villarino Lorenzo, and I like this because in the second game he played e5 against e4, and now he plays d5. I like to see opening variety by him. AB, a4, b5, but it wasn't mate, right? Ah, well, in the end you need to mate with the rook. Let's go back to that position if I can. It was around here. Yeah, let me flip the board. It's okay if you want to. I mean, you go here b4. No, but still, you need the rook. Yeah, you need to do rook a8 in the end. It's a pity you cannot checkmate with the pawns. It would be nice. Anyway, let's go to the next game. And he played the Scandinavian. Queen takes d5, knight c3. Queen d6, the queen d6 variation. No challenges, please. d4, knight f6, a6. A6 is played after bishop c4. Okay, a6. And this is interesting because I played the queen d6 variation for a long time, and I was never a believer on the a6 line, but okay. We have to point out that, if I'm not mistaken, his opponent in this game, the one playing with white, ended up in second place in this tournament, winning 8 out of 9 games, being this one the one that he lost. So this means that this is probably the best game we're going to see out of the 9 games. Okay, bishop a6 was played, and now a4, and of course queen c6. Yeah, this basically forces the bishop back to f1, and it's the point of the move a6, because of course here you cannot do this because of the simple bishop b5. So yeah, a6 basically prepares that against the bishop on c4, and that's what they did. So the bishop had to go all the way back to f1. b6 was played. Maybe bishop b7 is an idea. Yeah, bishop f4, bishop b7, knight f3, knight bd7, I like it. Knight e5 anyway, has to take. And now his opponent takes with the bishop. I'm not sure about this move that allows anything, but especially long castle. I'm curious about this other move, whether it had a problem or not. Maybe he was scared of knight e4, but I don't think knight e4 is scary. I probably would consider to take with the pawn here. I'm curious what Alex's reply would be to this. Okay, definitely knight e4 is a move, but okay, maybe knight e4 is actually a good move. The more I see it, the nicer it appears. First of all, the threat is knight takes c3, so white has to do something against that, and something that's not f3. Yeah, and I'm not sure, because if we go into this, then we need to go here, and then this hangs. So it's actually very interesting. What about queen d4? Yeah, this might be an option. At least trying to release some tension on the g2 square, or maybe this. And we can go here. But I don't know, this is tricky. Anyway, he didn't go for that. He took with the bishop and allowed Alex to castle long. f3 was played, and that's probably the idea. That was probably the idea of white the whole time, to fight against these guys with this. e6, of course, and now bishop takes f6. Ooh, very suspicious. Why? Why bishop takes f6? I don't understand this move. First of all, the bishop was great on e5, I think. So I would only give it up for a strong reason. And I don't see the knight threatening something. And we just played f3 to fight against the knight. So if we were going to take on f6, maybe I could do it without playing f3. I don't know. Ah, maybe he wants to come with e4. Maybe that's the whole idea. But then f5 and what? Okay, let's see how the game continues. Let's see if we understand this move after. I don't know. G takes f6 and a5 was played. b5 in reply. Yeah. Queen d3. Bishop b4, bishop e2, rook hg8. Yeah, of course. And now he castled short. Ooh. And now I'm seeing a move. Let's see if he played it. Where am I? Short castles. Ah, no, he played the other move. Yeah, I was seeing rook takes d4 here. I think rook takes d4 is probably crashing here already. And what does white do? Queen takes h7 maybe? And rook here. What about this? Isn't this totally winning? Yeah, I think this was totally crashing. So, okay, he didn't play rook takes d4, which was great, I think. But he played another move that seems also great, which is bishop c5. Playing with the same idea of the bad placement of these two pieces in regards to this pawn, in relation to this pawn. So bishop c5 was played, and now white went all crazy because I guess he didn't have good defense. I would probably go king h1, but he went knight takes b5, going all in because, yeah, I guess the position is already bad. And after knight takes b5, of course he took. Now he took back with the queen. Bishop takes d4 check, intermediate move. King h1, now queen takes b5, bishop takes b5, and it's pretty clear black is a full piece up, and yeah, life is great. And after this, king b8 was played. Well, I like that. If it is what I think it is, he's trying to just be safe and super overprotect against the only source of counterplay for white. But I think this is pretty controlled. So I would probably just bring the bishop back just to ensure the pawn is never pushed there. And most importantly, to be able to play rook d2. But okay, king b8 was played. King b8 was played, and then a6, yeah, bishop c8, and the point is now with the king and the bishop, the pawn cannot move any further. I guess that was his point. Rook a2 was played, and now king a7, blocking the pawn forever. But even then, his opponent went rook a1, which I don't understand. Rook d5, bishop c6, rook g5. I love this. f4, defending. Rook c5, attacking the bishop and the pawn. Bishop. Where am I? Yeah, rook c5. Bishop b7 was played. Bishop b7. But black is never gonna take here. Or, well, maybe it does, yeah. But rook takes c2 was first. Hitting g2, and now after rook d1, yeah, he took here. And this was cute because even though the bishop is hanging, it's not. So bishop takes b7, takes, and we said the bishop is not hanging, but his opponent took it. So rook c1 check, and he resigned because it's my next move. Okay, so this guy with the black pieces, he's not so weak, huh? He played very well, and I cannot point any major mistakes by him the whole game. I liked it. Yeah, if any, maybe rook takes d4 is stronger than bishop c5, but good game. In the round number 5, he played with the white pieces against Sergio Diniz Lopez. Let's have a look at that. And d4 again. Knight f6. And this is nice. He went c4 now. So he has a wide repertoire, because we saw in the previous games this setup with e3, bishop b2, knight f3. And yeah, maybe later in the future c4, but now he goes for c4 immediately. So let's see if he goes for the same setup or he just does a different one. c5 was played, and he went with e3, similar to what we know, e6, and now he took here. So I guess he's not very familiar with the Benoni, and he goes anyway for this positional approach against it, which I like. Queen a5 check, knight c3, queen takes c5, knight f3, and I'm in the wrong board because now bishop g4 is the move, so I did something wrong. Let me go back. Sorry. d4, knight f6, yeah, c4, c5, e3, c4, c5, e3, not e6, but d6 was played. Okay. Okay, now it makes sense, yeah. d takes c5, queen a5 check, knight c3, queen to concede, knight f3, bishop g4, pinning the knight. Okay, that makes more sense. Bishop e2, normal. And now his opponent made a questionable decision. Bishop takes f3, I don't get this move. I don't get it at all. And of course bishop takes f3, hitting b7, and what did his opponent do? Knight c6, okay. And now instead of castling or defending this pawn, no, he defended the pawn, yeah. Queen a4 was the move. No, again I'm missing some moves, or not. No, yeah, I'm okay. e6, castle, bishop e7. What are you saying, Sefa? That I don't look like my profile photo? That's me. I'm sure that's me. Bishop e7, queen b5, queen b4. Wow! Hanging the queen to bishop takes c6. Oh man, what a blunder. Queen b4, what a blunder by his opponent. Hey, bishop takes c6 was played, bc, queen takes b4, and the game went on. Maybe we see another case of torture. Queen a4, c5, bishop d2, rook a b8, queen c2, rook b4, queen c2. Knight d5. Saying, okay, I'm a queen up, I can give up 2 pieces for a rook. He takes d5, bishop, oopsie. Bishop took, pawn took, cd, knight takes, ensuring he's hanging a piece back. Bishop f6, queen takes d5, bishop takes b2, rook b1, bishop e5, hanging the pawn on b4, allowing the rook to enter the attack. Knight, I'm missing some moves here. Rook a1, bishop e5, rook takes b4, h6, f4, f4. Bishop c3, rook b7, bishop d2, queen takes d2, king s7, queen takes d6. Wow, these guys never resign. Queen takes d6, rook e8, rook takes f7, rook takes e3, yeah, pawn. And now this is okay, that's a fork on d4. Rook takes d7, d4 check, rook e5, f takes closer to promoting, e6 check, king g6, queen f6 check, and this is nice, king h7, and black resigned. So if you go all the way to here, why do you resign in this position? I mean, it's like here in this position, black said, oh wait, I still have king g6. Ah, people, we should resign earlier so that I don't have to see all these moves. Okay, next game with black. Yeah, it's like a bullet game, but it's not a bullet game, I'm sure. Oh, I like this. So now with the black pieces in next round, round 6, against Xavier Montpel Ferruz, he plays the Budapest Gambit. c4, e5, d takes e, knight g4, the classical line, bishop f4, knight c6, knight f3, all main theory, bishop b4 check, yes, knight bd2, aha, this nice line, queen e7, e3. So just to show the line with a3, you are allowed to take here because of the mate threat, very well known trick, but his opponent goes for e3, so there's no such a trick, but knight g takes e5, of course, knight e5, knight e5, a3, bishop takes d2 check, takes d2. And I'm going through all of these very fast because this is main theory, yet still this is still a very theoretical position. Bishop e2 normal, castles. So this is the most normal game we've seen so far, I think, even though it's a Budapest Gambit. Bishop f5 now, b4. Rook f e8. Rook ac1, rook a d8. Rook a8, where am I? Queen c3, c6. I like that idea. So we have a pawn majority on the queen side. So queen c3, c6 was played, c5 by white, and now Alex decides, interestingly enough, I would probably consider d5, but now that I see his move, I start to like it. He took on c5, and well, the opponent could take with the pawn. That's what I probably would consider. The problem is b7 is not as weak as it seems, while white cannot put a rook on the b line. So this is still a very good 3 versus 2 majority, I think. And also the pawns are split, and thus weaker. But white decides to take with the queen, and that means that after queen takes, he has to take with the rook to not reach the same position without queens, which would be even worse. Anyway, rook takes, and what is the idea? Rook d5? No, bishop d3 was the idea. Okay, clever. Yeah, so this is attacked, and there's a bishop behind, so black has to do something. One option is rook d5, another option is f6, I mean defend the knight, but he finds this nice idea, bishop d3. I like it. His opponent takes, I'm not sure if it's forced, let me think. Another option is to take on e5, and after bishop takes e2, play rook e1. Yeah, I guess. Sorry, let me take more coffee. Yeah, I guess the endgames are a little bit unpleasant for white, with that majority on the queen side for black. So we have to be careful with what we trade and what we don't trade as white. He decided to take here on d3, and I expect knight to take back. I don't know which move am I. 19. Okay, 19. Yeah, knight took back. Rook c3, knight takes f4, pawn takes f4, and I like that trade because in general, as tricky as knights are in the endgame, the bishop is a better piece in general, just in general, and especially when there are pawns on two sides of the board. Also, by doubling these pawns, now this 4 versus 3 is even worse than it was. It was not a great majority, it's now even worse. So yeah, I think only black can try to push this, especially because black's majority is away from white's king for the moment. Anyway, it still looks kind of drawish. I wouldn't be surprised if the engine says minus 0.2 or something like that in this position. So it took a4, f6 was played. Not bad to bring the king in. g3, a little bit slow but solid. King f7, king g2, and now g6. Yeah, the kings cannot just go immediately to the center because there's still 4 rooks on the board. So king g2, g6, rook e3, going for a very suspicious trade that seems to lose a pawn to the follow-up rook d3 after the trade. Yeah, rook e3, what a suspicious move. It's not easy to play with white, and yeah, of course black has control of the open files. So yeah, in general I mean, it seems like a strong player playing black. It's the kind of position where your advantage is very, very small, but even then you don't mind going for it. It's like how grandmasters play. Like, okay, material might be equal, but I have the best majority, I have a slightly better king, and I have the control of the open files. That's amazing. But yeah, this next move by white is a blunder. I expected rook king f3, preparing rook e3, but yeah, rook e3 immediately allowed. I guess he took, yes, he took and went rook d3, of course. And now black is going to be a pawn up, so I expect rook a1 here. Rook b1, nah, very suspicious. And rook takes e3. I mean, I think I would take on a3 if we transform, and that's why I expected rook a1, because if we transform the 3 versus 2 in a 3 versus 1, it should be technically over. But rook took on e3 instead, okay. And rook a1 was played. So I also like rook takes e3. I mean, I think both moves are winning. And maybe his choice is actually more of a grandmaster way of thinking choice, in the sense that, okay, I killed your majority, so now I'm sure the only unbalanced in the board is in my favor, and I'm also making your rook passive. So, okay, I'll buy it. I buy it. Let's see if I follow the game. Rook a1, king e6 now, king f2, rook c3, h4, going crazy, h4, yeah, what else? King f5, and king g2, king g4, now g3 is lost. Rook a2, rook took on g3 with check, king f1, king took on f4, King f2 now, rook h3 with a simple double attack. King g2 was played. Rook takes h4, rook f2 check. Yeah, this is totally over. But let's see the conversion. King g5, king g3, rook g4 check. King h3, h5. King h2, h4. And king h3 or what? King, yeah, king h3. Oh, I expected rook g3 check and takes on e3, but on a3, but he went f5. No. King h2, rook g3 now. And rook a2. So this is the second time this happens. Instead of taking the pawn, he decides to allow his opponent to be passively defending it. I like it. Move number 41. Let me see. 41. King g4 now. King h1. And h3. Yeah, okay, h3 is a good move. King h2. Rook g2. Easy. His opponent didn't resign yet. F4. King f2. f3. King g1. King g3. King f1. f2. a4. And I like this. I like how this game ended now. This is the sign of a strong player. I mean, it wasn't hard to spot this, but by the way, Bosman, thanks for the follow, man. So yeah, I think what I would do, especially in bullet, is okay, I'm gonna start blocking your pawns here, something like a5, you take, and I play this, because either, you know, the moment you're running out of moves, you have to go out and allow me to play king g2 and promote. But he went for the beautiful king f3, saying, okay, I have all calculated. You're not gonna promote, and I'm not going to stalemate you. So b5, g5, b6, g4. And okay, his opponent didn't even want to promote, and he played a5 here, which is slightly less beautiful, but okay, a5, g3, b takes a7, and g2 mate. But it would be nicer, and I think that's why I like this king f3. It would be nicer to allow white to promote and win this way. I'm fine, thank you, Bosman. Hey Salah, when you get LM title, never. Never. I think there's... Oh. Okay, I'm just notified that a friend of mine is getting married. Whoa. Okay. Okay, sorry. Where was I? Yeah, I like this king f3. I mean, it really tells this player is strong. At least he can calculate 4 moves ahead. Okay, Bosman. No, I'm not gonna be going. I'm not gonna be best man for 2 reasons. One is it's too far away from here. It's in Catalonia, and I live right in the other side of the country. The second is he's getting married today, so yeah, no, I'm not going there. I'll just send my best wishes. Okay, I like how this player plays. I really like it. But this was by far, I think, the toughest game. It was the longest, 53 moves. And in the opening, at least his opponent played a main line. And until this rookie 3 moment, I think the game was still opened. Okay, I'll send them. I'll send him a chess puzzle. I think that's a good idea, Salah. Okay, let's see next round. So I wanted to see all the games of all the winners, all the 6 winners, but I think I'm gonna see the games by this one. I'm only going to see the sub 8 games because at this pace it's going to take a while already. So I'm gonna have a look at the 3 remaining games of this guy, and then I will take the female winner in the same category, sub 8, and I'm going to import the games on VChess, so to be a little bit faster watching them, and that's gonna be it. Because I didn't expect to spend that many time, and I'm really missing to play my own games. Okay, let's see round number 7 with the white pieces. He played e4, and I'm in love with this player, man. I'm in love with him. So so with the black pieces, he played e5 against e4. He played then d5 against e4 as well, and he went for the Scandinavian with queen d6 with the a6 plan. So that shows variety. Against the same opening, he goes differently. And with white, we've seen them playing b3, knight f3, d4, d4 first, c4 first, and now e4. I love this guy. e5, and he's sub 8, so he's 8 years old or less. This is talent, guys. Still very, very far away from the likes as Peshka, but probably in level, but it's promising. And he goes for the Scotch. Nice. Ah, the Danish Gambit. Or the Goring Gambit, because after d takes c3, he goes bishop c4, c takes b2, bishop takes b2. I love this. Yeah, 80 years old or less. I don't know him. I don't know anything about him. I know he's playing this tournament, which is sub 8. And this is the tournament that qualifies for the World Chess Championship, where this guy is probably going to face Peshka, Tikhon Chernyayev, our favorite. Although I don't know if they will get the chance to play between each other, I mean, against each other. Okay, bishop takes b2, nice. And okay, now I'm sure after the next move, white is out of theory. Because the next move is, I would say, is very suspicious by black. I mean, I don't know the theory of this line, but I can't think that this next move by black is a good move. At least it's not Ben Feingold's approved, for sure. What is a good move for black? That's a tough question. What is a good move for black in this position? Maybe d6, queen e7, d6, bishop e6. Try to long castle. If you want to short castle, I guess you need to start with bishop b4 check. You need this bishop to be blocked somehow at some point to be able to develop the king side. Anyway, he played f6. Oof. And what was Alex reply to that? Okay, let's see if you don't see the scores made here. Incoming. Ah, but he saw queen e7. Okay. I mean, here I would for sure I would play castle, especially in a bullet game. But the next move, yeah, bishop a3, putting pressure all the way. d6 was played, knight c3. Okay, develop. I think I would have castled instead of all this, but okay. Knight to e5, going for some trades. Knight took e5, f took, because there's no other move. I mean, the other pawn cannot take, of course, and after queen takes, the bishop on f8 is lost probably, although c3 is hanging. So let's have a quick glance at this. Yeah, the problem is queen takes f8 is check. So yeah, this is terrible for black, of course. Probably some mates are coming, so the king probably has to go back, and we don't even need to defend this guy, do we? Yeah, this is terrible. So okay, he took with f. And now bishop b5 check. That's nice. So it's all about not castling. I think white's challenge in this game is, can I win the game without castling? Bishop b5 check. So the point is, if c6, bishop takes c6. If bishop d7, probably queen takes b7 is the point. In the game, king d8 happened. And now, of course, black is threatening c6. So, okay, bishop a4. I don't like it, maybe too slow, but okay, it's a move. As long as we don't castle, we're doing fine, right? c6 was played, queen back to d3, b5 was played, very suspicious. Yeah, in general, when you are behind in development, as black is, I don't think pushing pawns. I mean, I don't think if you're behind in development, your pawns are not going to win versus your opponent's pieces. I would start sacrificing here, probably. What did he do against b5? Bishop b3. Okay, bishop b3. a5. Oh man. a5. Yeah, now I like the next move. Yeah, weaken the king, yeah. I like the next move a lot. So b4 is the obvious threat. a4 is not a threat because the bishop still can go somewhere. But b4 is a threat. So we have to move one of these two pieces, right? What else? Well, he chose to move, I think what's, from all the moves with these two pieces, I think he chose the most active one, which was bishop c5. Bishop c5. Now I would expect king c7. Yeah, king c7 was played. And now the bishop is nicely placed on a very good square on e3. Bishop a6 was played, threatening b4. And after bishop a6, what happened? Rook c1. Nice. Yeah, you were close, but bishop takes d6 will hang the bishop because the bishop on f8 helps the queen to take back. Yeah, but I give you that it was an active move. Yeah, I give you that. Rook c1, very nice move. I mean, you're threatening before, okay? Come to me. Play before, come on, be my guest. And let's see, did his opponent go for b4 anyway? No, he played knight f6, which I don't get. I mean, the obvious threat is knight e5, right? I guess against b4, because our queen is hanging, Yeah, I'm not sure if we go knight b5, knight e5. Probably not. Probably we go here. Although I'm not sure. Yeah, this might still be good. You know, I don't calculate that far. This might still be good. Anyway, his opponent played knight f6, which, okay, it defends d5. The problem is after knight e5 check that was played in the game, you cannot take with the pawn, so you have to go knight takes d5. And now bishop takes d5 was played, and good luck defending this guy. Good luck defending c6. So did he play bishop b7? Let me see. Which move am I? 19. 19. Yeah, bishop b7 was played. Hanging the b5 pawn. Yeah, I like White's player. I think he's really strong for his age. Hey Jacob. Oh, it's a pity, Sefa, because I'm going to play next some games. Okay, queen takes b5 was played. Rook a6, trying to protect c6. The queen can still help. And after rook a6, bishop took on c6. Wow, that was nice. That was nice. I'm trying to see the whole line, and it's not that easy to see this. Well, I guess he had time. So bishop took on c6, good point. Let me see if I find the moves again. Which move are we? 21. 21, 21, 21. Ah, king b8 was played. Yeah, okay. So here, of course you cannot take with the bishop, because the rook hangs. But you're with the charger, okay. Yeah, after rook takes, I'm not sure if the point is to trade first or not, but there's queen b6 or bishop b6 check. Yeah, queen b6 I think is the good move. Yeah, obviously it's not so hard to see, but you need to see this in advance to take on c6, because when he took on c6, the pawn is defended with 3 pieces, so we don't have enough attackers in general. But of course you have to see that after rook takes c6 it exists this move queen b6 check, and then we're gonna take our piece back, thus winning a pawn in the end. So for example, after this, and material is still equal, but yeah, the black's king is terrible. So I like it. I like his style, but his opponent played king b8, which is like the worst move. I mean, okay, I understand the worst might be bishop takes c6 or rook b6. I mean, I can come up with worse moves than king b8, but king b8 is so awful. I mean, walking into a pin and passive. So after king b8, what happened? King b8 is move number 21. Rook b1, threatening the rook on a6. And queen c7, hanging the rook. Okay, that was easy. And he took it. King c8 now. And queen takes b7, going for all the trades. Yeah, and now the game still went on for some moves, because we know no one resigns in these tournaments. Bishop g5, h6, bishop f6, rook g8, bishop d5, g5, rook a7, rook g6, rook f7 maybe? No, rook a8 check. Yeah, of course. King d7, rook took on f8. Okay, I'm going to follow the game until the end because we saw so beautiful games, so beautiful mates so far that this game might be another one. Oh, give me a second. Okay, I'm back. Kachimaui, thanks for the follow. So rook takes f8, h5, castle. Oh, this sounds okay. H6, f7 check, king e8, rook e7 check, king f8, bishop here. Okay, he went for these trades because he still has a rook. d4, bishop g5 check, king d7, king c7. Oopsie, mouse leap. He didn't mouse leap in the game. He played rook b7 check, king there, bishop c6, h4, rook d7, h3, and bishop d8. He goes for this mate with bishop b6. I like it. Bishop d8, h takes d2, here, here, and here. Okay, that was round number 7. Round number 8. Here goes with the black pieces, of course. And he played against e4, and he went again for the Scandinavian with queen d6. Okay. And after knight f3, knight f6, bishop c4 instead of d4. Then he went for a6 again. But now there's no queen c6 idea as in the other game. So after castles, at least this opponent castled very fast. His opponent, by the way, is Breixo Vidal Salgueiro. I don't know him, but for the name I'm sure he's from here, from Galicia. Anyway, b5 fast was played, bishop b3, bishop b7, d3 is normal, knight bd7, bishop g5, and e6, rook e1. I like how both players are playing. And yeah, this is the last two round. Sorry, this is the previous round to the last round. So this is round number 8 out of 9. So yeah, we expect to have strong opponents in these final rounds, at least stronger people in the tournament. I like how both players are playing so far. e6, rook e1, long castles. And oh, I don't like this now. Bishop took on f6. Why would you do that? I mean, since he just castled long and these pawns are advanced, I think a good plan for white would be to try to open this. Of course, against a4 immediately there's b4, so you might have to work it out a little. Maybe also move this knight and go for c4. But this bishop probably will help in the attack, so I would probably put it on g3. Keep calm and call 0118999, etc. You know that one? Yeah, bishop took on f6, I don't like it, and of course g takes f, opening the g file to attack. Yeah, knight e4, queen f4. I like this move of the queen. Queen d2 and queen takes d2. The guy is not scared of trading when he knows he has a good position. Rook g8. Now f5 might be a threat. Rook g8, rook g8. Rook e3! Whoa! Allowing f5. And f5 was played. And now knight c3. Yeah, because if you go knight g3, well, knight c3 is terrible. But if you go knight g3, there's f4. Yeah. So he went knight c3. Yeah, you know that one, Anand? Maybe I need to get that YouTube link we had in the morning. Okay, this game was very short. Let's see how it finished. Knight c3 was played. Rook took on g2, of course. King f1, of course. Bishop h6. Ugh. This looks terrible for and rook e2. No, trapping his own king. Rook g8, of course. King e1. Check. Knight f1. And now the very simple bishop g2. I like how this goes. I like how Alex plays when he's winning. He's very direct, to the point. And now the rook has to move. I mean, best white's move is resigns, of course. But if you don't want to resign, you move this rook so you don't get checkmated. Then you lose both rooks and the knight, and you resign. But instead he went f3, allowing rook takes f1 mate, and that was it. I mean, if you want to play the pawn, you do it here, so that you can escape here and then lose both rooks. Maybe. Okay, let's see the final game. Final game was against Martin Rodriguez Velasco with the white pieces. Went back to knight f3. So I guess we're going to see this b3, e3, bishop b2, d4, bishop d3, castles, knight bd2 setup. Let's see if I'm right. So knight f3, c5 was played, b3, knight f6, bishop b2, knight c6, e3 I'm expecting, yes, e3, b6, d4, yes, cd, ed, bishop b7, bishop d3, as expected. And I'm missing some moves or what? No, I'm definitely missing some moves here. Give me a second. So after ed, bishop b7, there was c4, sorry, c4. Then e6, and now it makes sense, because after bishop d3 came bishop b4 check. So knight bd2, queen c7. Castle, knight g4, h3, and what am I missing here? So am I right? This is move number 11. No, okay, I'm missing moves. Okay, that makes sense. Again, I'm missing moves. So a3. Okay. Yeah, here instead of castle, because otherwise it wouldn't make any sense, the next move. a6, bishop d6 were played. Okay, so now after castles, knight g4 and h3, it makes sense, black's next move, which was knight h2. Okay. Knight h2. I guess taking it is not such a big deal, but he went for a crazy idea here, because if you don't take it, you play rook e1, right? But he played the amazing knight to e1, sacrificing an exchange, and after knight takes f1, king takes f1. I don't see where the compensation is, but we're about to see it. Knight f5. I mean, I think black is more than fine in this position. I think this wasn't the best of Alex's games, but he won in the end, so we'll see. So knight f5 was played, knight e to f3. Because I usually, when I do a suspicious exchange sacrifice, I mean, sometimes you do exchange sacrifice because it's obvious that you have an immediate compensation, but when it is dubious, like it's not immediate, I tend to only do it for a bishop, not for a knight. Because with the bishops, I mean, if at least I have the bishop pair, it's something tangible as a compensation. I can work out with that in the following plans. But with two knights, I don't know. It's not obvious how to get the compensation here. Anyway, knight e f3 was played. Bishop h2. I don't understand that move at all. Queen e2. Well, yeah. Bishop took on f3, which again I don't understand. Queen takes f3, hitting this. So maybe black's idea is I'm gonna try and trade everything because I'm material up, but yeah, his point was the knight was tied to defend this maybe, so he had to take with the queen. But now this bishop might get trapped after g3, so I don't know. Queen takes f3. What? Bishop f4 here? I think I'm missing moves again. Bishop f4 cannot be a move. It was. It was. Okay. So, okay, so now I understand where did he get the compensation here. So his opponent said, oh no, he's trapping my bishop, let me save it. And queen takes a8 check. B8. Queen took on b8. And I like this. We've seen through all the games in the tournament that Alex was very practical in winning positions. He traded queens every chance he got. Bishop takes b8, rook e1. Let's see how it finished. Knight c6. d5. Whoa, e5. D takes e6, d takes e6, bishop takes e5, bishop takes e5, rook takes e5, king f8, bishop e4, c5, bishop c6, threatening mate in 1, king g8, saying okay. Oh man, that was funny. Okay, so yeah, his last opponent wasn't very competitive. That's it. This was the tournament from the winner's point of view. He played very decent chess, very decent moves. Seeing his opponents, I guess he deserved to win the tournament. So he's gonna be representing Spain in the next World Chess Championship Under 8 in November. I will be rooting for him, I guess. And okay, I guess I'm not going to have a look at the rest of the games. Yeah, it wasn't very competitive. Let's put it that way. No, I think the best game, he had 2 or 3 decent opponents, and the rest no. But he played very good moves, so yeah, let's see if he does decent in the World Championship. Okay, so that was it for the game analysis, because I have the games of the female winner and the games of the boy and girl winners of Under 10 and the boy and girl winners of Under 12. But I guess I will do that other days, if any, because it took 2 hours to analyze these games. I didn't think it would take so long. So I'm going to play some Blitz, I think, but so that it gets properly recorded in Twitch and so, I'm going to turn off for 1 minute, change the title, and stream again in 1 minute from now. So I'll be right back. Don't